Imagine a place where animals vanish without a trace, glowing creatures appear in the dark, and witnesses claim to see portals opening in the sky. Sounds like a horror movie, right? But what if I told you this place is real? In the quiet desert of Utah lies a ranch surrounded by secrets that scientists, investigators, and even the government have tried to understand for decades. People who visited the ranch reported strange lights, terrifying creatures, and events that seem impossible to explain. Some believe it's connected to UFOs, while others think it hides something far darker. Families who lived there said their lives were never the same again. What really happened on this mysterious land? Is there a hidden truth that no one wants to talk about? Tonight, we uncover the chilling story that turned a normal ranch into one of the most mysterious places in America. The isolated land long before it became famous, the ranch looked like a peaceful place surrounded by wide open land and mountains. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual, but locals in the area had been telling strange stories for generations. They talked about shadowy figures walking in the distance, strange sounds echoing at night, and animals behaving in ways that didn't make sense. Many Native American legends even warned people about the land, saying it was cursed or connected to another world. For years, these stories stayed mostly unknown outside the region. People thought they were just campfire tales meant to scare travelers. However, everything changed when a family decided to move there and start a new life. They hoped to build a peaceful home and raise animals on the land. Instead, they soon discovered that the ranch had secrets that no one could have imagined. The Sherman family arrives in the 1990s. A family bought the ranch hoping for a quiet life in the countryside. At first, everything seemed normal. The land was beautiful and it looked perfect for raising cattle. But only a few days after moving in, strange things began to happen. They found heavy locks installed on doors and windows by the previous owners, as if someone was trying to keep something out or something in. Soon, the family started hearing unusual noises at night. Sometimes their animals acted scared for no reason. Other times, they noticed glowing lights moving silently across the sky. The family tried to ignore these events at first, thinking it was just the stress of moving. But as days turned into weeks, the strange activity became more intense and impossible to explain. What they experienced next would change their lives forever. The giant wolf encounter one evening, the family saw something near their livestock that made their blood run cold. A massive wolf-like creature appeared, far larger than any normal animal in the area. It walked slowly toward their cattle without fear. Thinking it was dangerous, they tried to scare it away, but the creature didn't react like a normal animal. Even after being shot, it seemed almost unaffected and calmly walked away into the darkness. The family couldn't believe what they had seen. Local wildlife experts later said there was no known animal matching that description. From that moment, the family realized something truly strange was happening on the ranch. The creature was just the beginning of a series of terrifying events that would soon follow, events that no one could explain using science or logic. The vanishing animals not long after the wolf encounter, the family noticed something even more disturbing. Their livestock began disappearing. At first, they thought it might be thieves or predators, but there were no tracks, no signs of struggle, and no evidence left behind. Some animals were found in strange conditions that made no sense. Others vanished completely, as if they had never existed. Cameras and security measures didn't seem to help. The family became increasingly worried and confused. They started to question whether the land itself was somehow connected to the strange events. Neighbors had heard similar stories before, but no one had ever documented them so closely. The ranch was slowly turning into a place of fear and mystery. Lights in the sky nighttime at the ranch became even stranger. The family and visitors began seeing glowing orbs floating silently in the sky. These lights moved in ways that aircraft could not. Sometimes they hovered, sometimes they shot across the horizon at incredible speed. Witnesses said the lights would suddenly appear and disappear without warning. Some even claimed the lights seemed to watch them. The family started keeping notes about every strange event, hoping to understand what was happening. But the more they recorded, the more mysterious the ranch became. It felt as if the land itself was alive with unknown activity. Strange creatures as time passed, reports of unusual creatures increased. People described tall, shadow-like figures standing in the distance. Others said they saw something running through the fields that looked neither human nor animal. One witness claimed to see a creature crawling out of a glowing light in the air. These stories sounded unbelievable, yet many different people reported similar things. Fear began spreading among those who visited the ranch. Even experienced investigators admitted they could not explain what was happening. Some believed the ranch might be a doorway to something unknown. Government interest eventually, the strange reports caught the attention of scientists and investigators. Some believed the ranch could hold clues about unexplained phenomena. A group decided to study the area carefully, setting up cameras, sensors, and monitoring equipment. They wanted to capture evidence that could explain the strange events. However, their research only created more questions. Equipment sometimes failed for no clear reason. Strange signals were detected, but could not be traced. The mystery of the ranch seemed deeper than anyone expected. The portal theory, one of the most shocking ideas suggested by witnesses, was the possibility of portals. Some claimed they saw openings in the sky that looked like glowing doorways. Creatures or lights seemed to appear from these areas before disappearing again. Scientists were skeptical, but admitted they couldn't rule out unusual atmospheric or unknown phenomena. This theory made the ranch even more famous around the world. The fear grows as stories spread. Many people became afraid to visit the ranch. Even investigators reported feeling uneasy at night. Some said they felt like they were being watched. Others experienced strange electronic disturbances or heard unexplained sounds in the darkness. The ranch slowly gained a reputation as one of the most mysterious places in America. Media attention soon, journalists and researchers started talking about the ranch publicly. Documentaries, articles, and interviews began exploring the strange events. The more people heard about it, the more curious they became. Some believed every story, while others thought it was exaggerated. Still, the mystery continued to grow. Skeptics speak, not everyone believed the stories. Some scientists argued that the events could have natural explanations. They suggested psychological effects, misidentified animals, or environmental factors. However, even skeptics admitted that some incidents were difficult to explain completely. Paranormal investigators also became interested in the ranch. They brought advanced equipment and spent nights searching for answers. Some claimed they captured strange readings and unexplained activity. Others left with more questions than answers. Local legends long before modern investigations, local legends had warned people about the land. Stories passed down through generations described mysterious events and strange visitors. These legends added another layer to the ranch's mystery. Unexplained sounds. Visitors often reported hearing sounds that didn't match anything in the environment. Some heard footsteps when no one was nearby. Others described deep echoes across the land at night. Scientific curiosity. Despite fear and rumors, scientists remained curious. They wanted to understand whether the ranch held natural phenomena that were simply not yet understood. Research continued, but clear answers remained rare. A place of questions over time, the ranch became a symbol of the unknown. Whether people believed the stories or not, the place represented how little we sometimes understand about our world. Visitors' experiences. Many visitors claimed they felt strange sensations when standing on the land. Some described sudden chills or feelings of unease. These experiences kept the mystery alive. The ongoing mystery even today, stories about the ranch continue. Investigations, documentaries, and research are still trying to uncover the truth behind the strange events reported there. The final question: so what is the truth behind this mysterious ranch? Is it simply misunderstood natural phenomena, or is there something far more mysterious happening there? Until someone finds clear answers, the ranch will remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in modern history. And perhaps the most chilling part of all, the story may not be over yet.